Now we're going to start with rub-a-dub-dub. I just want to show you one thing. That inside the 2 part, see the way the 2 is? The 2 is stuck over here. The only thing you can do is come forward or backwards and move this ball from here to here. This is basically our thinking. At the same time, it looks like a 9. At the same time, it looks like a 6. At the same time, it becomes the 7. And one of the reasons is it's because our spirit and our thinking pattern within our brain are all, it's like the W, where 1 goes up, the W goes up to the top, it's the pin, and then the down part of the W, the V, is because, listen to this, W, which is number 23, is connected to a V on the left and a V on the right. That V is the footing sticking your feet inside the water. So the W is number 23, the V is number 22. But there's a stick that goes around, like the candy cane stick. It goes around to each side, and it goes ding, 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 ding. While it's doing that on one side, it's doing that on the other side. It crisscrosses another stick going this way and this way, which is the 1937 stick, and it becomes an X. 22 becomes an X. Grover Cleveland again. But from this start, I want to just read to you. Earth is your body. Okay, it's 3. Earth is your crustacean. It's your body. Rub-a-dub-dub, 3 men in a tub. And who do you think? We were there, the butcher, the baker, the candlestick maker, and all of them gone fair. So they all went fair. Fair also has inside the word is air, and they have all gone fair. It means the 7th gate of 1 to be in the air. When you breathe in, you're on the top. You breathe out, you come down, and you exhale, it's on the bottom. Rub-a-dub-dub, 3 men in a tub. And how do you think they got there? E-R-E or H-E-R. T-H is time heaven, electronic resident angel, the electronics of 2 sides. That's how they got there. The butcher, the baker, the candlestick maker. Why? Because somehow when it turns around, it keeps building up the sand that's on the side with a little bit of salt, and it sticks together. So the candlestick maker, now they're taking down Candlestick Park in San Francisco. The Golden Gate Bridge, they just built the Highway 9. They have the Highway 5. It's all the way between both sides, east and west, north and south. They all jumped out of a rotten potato. Potato has to do with the soul. 'Twas enough to make a man stare. Again, it becomes, the tear becomes the weight. The spirit is the weight. If I would show you these words. Then it goes, in 1798, the first recorded version of Rub-a-Dub-Dub was published in a Christmas box. So Rub-a-Dub-Dub came in a Christmas box because of the Christ, okay? With the lyrics saying, hey, Rub-a-Dub, ho, Rub-a-Dub, 3 maids in a tub. And who do you think they were? The butcher, the baker, the candlestick maker. And they all gone fair, means 1 of air. 1 of air, because all inside, when you get these together, it's the air. The wax in your ears, the candlestick maker. What comes out of your nose is through the sand trap of Mars. As it works, your nose leaks the sand trap out of your Mars. You stick your finger in, you pick and you pick. Now in Frosty the Snowman, the guy threw his pick in the air and he was testing for silver and gold. Silver would be the water that flows, the gold would be the sand trap it's in. Why? Because it's taking out little pieces of gold of information that comes in while you breathe. It seems like there's gold in the air. You know what I'm saying? There's really gold in the water we breathe, in the air. Another version of the rhyme came in 1830. Now you have to think of what's happening in America and all over the world during this time. Rub-a-dub-dub, 3 men in a tub, and who do you think they would be? Okay? And the other ones, they said, who do you think they were? Okay? And the first one they said, how do you think they got there? Because you breathed in, rub-a-dub-dub. The tub is the Mars sandbox. That's how they got there. Rub-a-dub-dub. Okay, historical background in 1798 was all about Candlestick Park. 1798, Candlestick Park. Okay, so now we know Candlestick Park is coming down. 1798 is the creation of the piano code, the ring of the piano, which is the halo, the golden halo of the Christ heaven that we are in. Whatever they did to him, They put all our minds to think, oh, I better not do this. God is looking. I better not do that. God is looking. That's what happened to us. And then in the 1830s, which is the creation world of the resident angel, which is who we are right now, it says, rub-a-dub-dub, 3 men in a tub. And who do you think they'd be? The butcher, the baker, the candlestick maker. Turned them out, navs all 3. Do you understand? Now we got the nav. Here's where the nav came out. Because the nav is the avenue for all 3 of them. The nav is because of the navigator, of who is navigating the 3 men in a tub. So now we know rub-a-dub-dub is 39, is 41, 41, 29, 29, 11, 11, 5, 11, 11, 2, 5, 2. Rub-a-dub-dub, 2, 5, and 2. And that talks about Loshu. 525 is Loshu. It's part of the numbers in Loshu. It's one of the levels in Loshu. In fact, it's the ABC level to life in Loshu. Are there any more rub-a-dub-dub? There are other versions. Here's one more version. Rub-a-dub-dub, 3 men in a tub. And who do you think they'd be? Okay. It said, who do you think were there? Then the other one says, how do you think they got there? And the next one says, and who do you think were there? Again. And then the last one says, and who do you think they would be? And now it says, and who do you think they'd be? They'd be, and the other one says, who do you think they'd be? The butcher, the baker, the candlestick maker turns them out, navs all 3. So the butcher, the baker, and the candlestick maker were the navs. So when we're always talking about the nav in Christa Berg, it comes from rub-a-dub-dub. Now I have to study that a little bit more to understand the exact basics of it. Here's number 7. Here's the 4, because this is on the top region. Here's the other 2 on the bottom. This number is 1. This number is 3. Excuse me. This is 1. This is 3. This is 1. This is 3. It's one world. See the way this is opposite to it and opposite to it? That means you can live here. And if it's opposite, this actually means it's 1, because 1 goes up. But when it comes over here, it's supposed to be like this. This becomes 2. This becomes 5. This becomes 6. There is nothing over here. We have 1 hemisphere only. Here's the sandbox. We have 2 sandboxes, 1 here and 1 here. Here's where we turn in the middle. And that will show up I'm looking for a card. Here, the 8 card. See the way this one's going down? This is going down, this is going down. So you actually have a V here. And then on this side, okay, these are going up. This seems to be one world. It's all going up. I have to understand. Going down, going up. Normally 4, 5, and 6 run over here. But this way, okay, in the roulette, it shows you one area like this. Or is this the roulette taking up one section of the roulette to here? This would make up the roulette. 2 cards make up the 3 numbers of the roulette. Why? Because they're rectangles. Squares would mention only 1, but they're all joined together. They overlap. The reason they're rectangles, because when you take a chip to make a bet, you'll put the chip in between the 2. Now, if they were square, it'd be something else, and I'd have to sit down with you to discuss it, because it means a lot. You see the way they put together the clavicle, the eye, the house. Here's the flower. Here's the diamond. See, they're looking at each other because they work together. One is the club, one is the spade. The club, the butcher, the baker, and the candlestick maker is all in here. Or is there any one of them down there? Butcher, baker, candlestick maker, is he down there? Or the wax in the ears is the gold, and the gold that you pick in your nose. Pick also means spade in French. Spade is standards and pours of the angel delta. Why? Because it's as least you can go when the human body is working inside the brain. You get gold out of your ears wax, you get gold out of your nose. Spade is spade, and like I said in Frosty the Snowman, not only in Frosty the Snowman, I'm sorry, but in Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. He throws his pick up and he's always looking, but at the end, he becomes friend with the Abominable Snowman. Now, who is the Abominable Snowman and how does it work? When you breathe in and breathe out, it's hot and cold. The Abominable Snowman, if he's in your head, that's why the air ducts that are open in the winter, when they close, the ducts are not there. Now the ducts fly south. Or is it an expression that when you breathe, the cold air goes in and the ducts fly south? Why? Because when they fly south, the ducts can close down because your nose will let anything out. I think it won't let anything in. You breathe in. You know that when I say to my cat, shh, 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 she sits down. Raphael 7286 in the constellation of Pegasus. Oh, thank you for watching. Have a Merry Christmas. Have a Merry Christmas. Have a Merry Christmas. We, my friends, this is the last Christmas. I believe next year's Christmas will be completely different, and it'll be like a completely different separation in the history of man. This is what I see with the aliens and the New World Order. Just remember this Christmas, my friends, because this will be the most remembrant Christmas of ever. Thank you for watching.